won't make bubbles. And just that line, there was like 5 seconds of silence, and all of a sudden we all started laughing because it's just like, what a line. That's the classic Mario line of the line.
Mario.
So,
I'll blow, but I won't make
I'll
bubbles.
blow, but I won't make bubbles. And then 5 seconds of silence, and then Greg starts to laugh. And I start to laugh.
What was the biggest difference for you between the training and what actually happened? What was the biggest surprise?
Feeling my body stretch like it did. I didn't expect that. I grew 2 inches
Really?
in orbit.
Oh my God.
And,
God, I need to do that.
I grew 2 inches, lost 8 pounds, and mostly water weight.
And then when you come back, you all become shorter right away.
When I walked off with basically you crawl out of the orbiter and you get in this specially modified vehicle where they start taking your heart rate and all that stuff right away. They're trying to get a lot of medical data. But after they get medical data, or they bring you back to do the medical data, you get a chance to see your spouses or your mom and dad for about 10 minutes. And I was taller than my mom. Never been taller than my mom. But I was taller than my mom when I walked off. Because I had grown 2 inches.
Wow. So do they think they're being long-term, like space station people who are up there for 30 days, are they going to come back 3 or 4 inches taller?
No, you elongate like such a distance,
that's
and that's it. Yeah. And then you come back to normal within 3 days.
Within 3 days, my gosh.
Yeah. So that.
Was it, you could feel it in your joints? Is that?
I could feel it in my muscles, my intestines, and my back. And it wasn't painful, but it was uncomfortable. You know, I would wake up every morning with these really stiff muscles around the front, just like they've been really stretched.
And that wasn't the G-force going up.
No, this was the weightlessness and my stretching. That's what I think it was. And then on day 5, I woke up and I felt fine. Day 6, felt fine. By then I was completely stretched, so I had no more stretching to do. And but I never had any back pain or anything.
People have that.
A lot of people have back pain. I didn't have any back pain.
No, one guy mentioned he was sick at the beginning. A lot of people get sick the first day or 2.
About 70% feel some effect.
And you didn't feel sick at all?
I got nauseous the first 3 hours or so, and that was it. And then I had a caffeine headache like you wouldn't believe. The morning I woke up on day 4.
You can't have coffee up there? Or?
Well, they have it, but it tastes weird. And that's the other thing that surprised me is that the taste buds all change. The stuff that you eat up there, the taste buds are not attuned. I mean, they're changed. Everything tastes different.
Why? What's the physical
Nobody
reason?
knows.
Really?
Nobody knows.
Has other people mentioned this?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had taken up some life cereal in a bag.
Yeah.
And the second day I pulled it out, I was like, oh, let's have some life cereal. And I started chewing it. It tasted bad. And I said to John, what? This stuff's stale. And he goes, oh, no. That's normal for your taste buds to change. And so it tasted metallic and sour.
Yeah.
And so the coffee didn't taste good, so I didn't buy coffee a day. At least I did till lunch started. And I had like half of a cup for the first 3 days, and the 4th day I woke up with this major headache.
Oh, yeah.
And
you almost have to do that part of the preparation for the mission.
yeah, next time I'm going to kick coffee. In fact, I'm kicking coffee now.
Yeah.
Because I had an osteoporosis scan. Because bone mass loss is one of the things they're concerned about with space flight, and I went in and voluntarily had a check, and I'm already starting to lose bone mass. And they say that caffeine leaches your calcium, so I'm kicking it.
Kim had to kick it for pregnancy, so.
Yeah, well, now breastfeeding. So
yeah, that's true.
Did you bring up all your own munchies, or do they have like a fridge there where you just go and, or whatever, a little bag of dehydrated fruit if you're hungry? Or
There's no fridge, there is an oven, and they have lots of stuff like you buy for camping trips, like dehydrated fruit.
And you have to do it all whenever you feel like you're hungry or whatever. So
yeah, they have meal times allocated, but a lot of times you just, I'm hungry, let me go take you my food locker.
Yeah.
All the food goes on board 3 weeks in advance. So it can't be anything that'll spoil.
Yeah.
So it's all MREs and camping kind of stuff.
Yeah, when you said MREs today, that other guy, I thought, well, that's interesting because we always have this preconceived notion of Tang and all these other foods that are specifically designed for NASA astronauts, but they're not all that way, are
They
they?
didn't taste good enough.
Well, I wonder if next time you should take some things that don't taste good here, and maybe they would taste good there.
Well, spicy beef and tomato sauce. And, boy, that stuff, I couldn't get enough of that stuff up there. I didn't even think I ordered one bag in advance, but one of the other guys had, and he had a spare one. He goes, hey, you want my spicy beef and tomato sauce? And I was like, this tastes great! Well, I'm gonna get this for every day of the week next time. And there was a lot of that. There was a lot of, hey, what you got looks better than what I got. And,
So you had to just go through the MRE thing and select what you thought?
well, I only took up 4 MRE dinners, and we were up there 6 days.
Mhm.
I didn't take up enough of what I decided I wanted to eat when I was on orbit. I mean, when you get up there, what you want to eat is not what you want to eat down here.
Mhm.
It's really weird.
How does chocolate taste up there?
Doesn't taste good.
Really?
I had ordered M&Ms for every day.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had at least one thing of M&Ms, a little thing of M&Ms every day, and I don't even think I ate more than half a bag.
Wow.
And it's because chocolate was in that same category of stuff that tasted sour and metallic.
Mm.
Wow.
But we had cauliflower and cheese sauce, rehydratable. Boy, that stuff was good. And all these MRE beef tips and chicken a la king and tuna creole, all that stuff tasted great. And macaroni and cheese was good. Anything with cheese, anything salty or anything spicy
Mhm.
tasted
But
really
nothing
good.
sweet.
Sweet was out. No sweet. No sweet.
Wow.
And in fact, I did a test. I chewed a thing of life cereal in like different parts of my mouth, and it was more apparent in some parts than in others. Like when you bag it, couldn't hardly taste it. But
That was amazing.
Yeah.
next time, I have a much better idea. I'm not gonna take up anything sweet.
Uh-huh.
Except maybe a couple of rations just in case.
In case you change your mind. Oh, I love sweet food, okay.
Yeah, but I wanted crackers. I wanted cheese. I wanted tomato and spicy and tacos and
Wow.
stuff like that.
What was the most exhilarating portion of the flight? Was it takeoff or the re-entry or?
Takeoff was relatively a non-event for me because I was on the mid-deck. I had no windows.
Oh, so
And
you
it was
can't
just
see
like I
anything.
expected, the guys talked to me the whole time. And then right after the engines cut off, which is like 8.5 minutes into the mission we're in space, right after the engines cut off, I was so busy getting ready for the deploy that, I didn't have any time to look out the window. And the guys were like, Susan, you gotta come up and look out the window at the Earth and all this. And I went up and looked, it's like, oh, how pretty. I went back down again and went back to work. I had a mission. I had all this work to do. So,
Don't forget, it's not all fun and games.
Yeah.
so I was doing all this work and then we got the deploy off and that went really well. And then finally we had time to get ready for bed. I mean, we were supposed to get ready for bed a lot earlier, but you know how things run along, and so we ate and then we got ready for bed. And then it was time to look out the window because they have this sacred bedtime where you have 7-hour sleep period or 6-hour sleep period, and on 2 hours either side of that, technically they're not supposed to schedule anything. And your schedule so you can brush your teeth and stuff like that. But stuff always ran into there. But then you would still take time to look out the window, and you take time to write messages to your family. We had a PC on board with a little modem.
Oh.
And
Oh,
we
so
could
you
write
could
down
send stuff right
messages.
down, huh?
Yeah, but it wasn't. You have to put it in the computer, and then eventually Mission Control will decide. Okay, we
When
need
to
to go
download it.
access the message,
Yeah.
and they'll download it.
Yeah.
So that would be when you do that. And the most exhilarating time, I think, was during the spacewalk. I was in charge of the spacewalk in terms of directing it, and the
That's
guys
pretty
got
good responsibility for your first time up.
Yeah, it was. I was really pleased that John gave me that responsibility.
Yeah, I'd say, wow.
And
That's very good.
it worked out really well because Mission Control, there's always this big delay because the guy that decides what to do is not the Capcom. And the Capcom has to talk to the flight director, and the EVA guys that actually decide what to do have to talk to the flight director. So there's like this 3-stage chain you have to get through before the Capcom can tell us what to do. So I was the on-orbit director, and I was making decisions and making comments before the Capcom had a chance to get the information from the EVA guys and tell me what to do. So I ended up, really having a lot of responsibility, and it ended up working out really well.
I think that's so incredible.
That was neat.
That's just gotta be the, see, I guess I thought everybody sort of had a window seat, like when you would go up like in an airplane, and everybody was by a window and go, but I had my window so you'll be able to get a good chair.
That's on the mission. And it's on the mission, believe it or not, there's no correlation.
Really?
But you said you did, you were on the upper deck, what's that one
For,
called?
yeah, the flight deck for entry.
For re-entry, because of what reason? Was
Well,
You
there's
shoved
two
it in.
pilots.
there,
Yeah,
were you
there's,
filming or something?
there were the two pilots, and then Greg acted as the flight engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And the fourth seat up there, tradition has it that if you have 5 people on the crew, those fourth and fifth people will swap for ascent entry.
Oh, okay.
And so Mario wanted the ascent because he did the entry on his first mission, so I
Oh.
took the entry on this mission,
Good old Mario.
and which was fine. And it was really neat. It was the entry I thought was really. I liked being up there for the entry because after the landing was over, we all like did they cuddle, oh it's over kind of thing. Mario missed all that 'cause he was
Yeah.
on mid-deck. So.
Well, you probably didn't care to have him there anyway, right?
Oh, he's not that bad.
Oh, okay. We've exaggerated it.
Yeah,
He was
I think it's great.
Yeah, it's really neat. I was telling my mom how, the fact that you met President Clinton, you've been in space, your kids were asking for your autograph today. I was going, oh, jeez, this is just Susan. I wanted to stop and, hey, you guys, it's just Susan.
That's like, what's really a bummer
What?
is it wasn't so bad when I got selected for the job, but after you fly, everything changes at home. Like with your parents and stuff and your extended family. All of a sudden,
Well, you're a celebrity. And
all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah.
you can't go home without having,
Paper
oh, can you just meet with these school kids? Oh, can you just come visit with these people? Oh, can you come to this little party? I
But
wanna show
John's
you all.
really
Oh,
gonna
they'd be so
throw a
happy to
party
see you.
for you.
It's like the rest of my
Wait.
life, I'm not gonna be able to go home and just,
Really
lounge
want to
around.
throw a party for you while you're home.
Exactly.
It'll maybe wear off. I mean, I don't
I don't
remember
know.
all the space people on those first 20 flights, who were.
Well, if you knew my parents,
I don't think it will wear
I
off.
don't
though.
think it'll wear off.
Especially when you start going up again and have different, more missions, and then I would think that more people other than family, friends are gonna recognize you too, that somebody's gonna be walking down the street and go, isn't that girl that was on the astronaut?
I bought a car in Houston, and they recognized my picture from the Houston papers.
Oh.
And it was a good deal for me because, they treated me like a queen, but,
Hope they gave you a good discount.
they did, they gave me a really good discount, I got a good deal on the car.
That was one of the things they brought out in the right stuff, too. How everybody was coming with real estate deals for them and come,
Yeah, those
be
days
my
are
golf
gone.
tournament and,
Those days are gone, they used to get free houses and free Corvettes.
yeah.
Like now we can